Binge Builds here, back with you at in the shop. We are still working on the Coyote. What little bit we can. We have pulled the motor out, built some mounts for it, sent the fat fender garage mounts back. Did not like them, did not like them, did not like them. Set the engine way too high. And it was... I felt it wasn't worth what they were asking for them. They didn't work for this at all for me. And like I said, way too high. Put center of gravity, I think, way too high. So built some of my own, and they're done. We pulled it out, obviously, put the mounts on, welded them all up, and the cab, there's a cross member there right behind the, so I guess it'd be like midway through the cab, or near the back of the cab if this was a single cab. There's cut a relief in it. So after I built get the engine back in, build the tranny mount, get that set, the motor and tranny will actually come back out. We'll pull the cab, and I'll start doing the resto on the cab itself, getting it cleaned up. And then with the motor and tranny back in, why, that's when it'll go to the drive shaft shop to have them build the drive shafts for me. This had originally a carrier bearing and two-piece drive shaft. This transmission sets so far back with the transfer case. It actually sits about here, so we're going to be not needing that carrier bearing and that short shaft. My only concern is this front shaft, as you see. It's got a 6-bolt housing on it. Drive shaft shop said that they can make that for me, so hopefully they can. So like I said, as an update, the engine mounts are done. We'll be putting this back in, getting the exhaust manifolds on, the exhaust with a crossover over, so they can measure this for the shaft. And it's coming along, folks. It's coming along. I spent quite a bit of time figuring out how I wanted these engine mounts built. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Binge Builds here. As you see, we got the motor hanging and just a swing in. We are getting it ready to go back down in the hole so that we can do the transmission cross member, finalize everything, pull the engine back out, weld up everything 100%. Do the trimming for the exhaust manifolds while it's in for this side, because it's going to hit slightly, but it's going to hit. And then you see I radiused out that frame member there. We're going to weld that in. I may make that removable. Thinking about it, if I make it removable, I don't have to jack the motor up to pull the AC compressor. So that's what I might do. We'll see when it gets there. I have to, before I go in, pull these off so that I have a little bit easier time. I was pointing to this stuff here, the tranny lines and the wiring harness here for that. So we're moving along. After this goes back in, it's all trimmed up. Bring it out. We'll do the welding for on the cross member. Maybe we'll do it in there. But at any rate, from there, it goes to the axle shop for the front and rear drive shaft. And then bring it back, pull the cab off, do the chassis, do the cab, do the box. And then that's when the fun goes, putting color on. We're a long way off, but yeah, pretty much in a nutshell, that's the way it's happening. So this final fitment also, we'll be doing the steering. We'll be putting the steering mechanism on, getting the shafts and everything built up for that. I got to rebuild that shaft also, but that won't play much with doing with the actual fitment. This has more interference with the fitment than anything, so we'll be concentrating on that. And the shifter mechanism over here, how am I getting it there? Yeah, so we got clearance for that too. But that's where we're at, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to view the video. I appreciate it. And we'll be back with you soon. Bye.